Yes.
I got to give Rick the credit for this one. He stumbled upon some Orson Welles outtakes.
Yeah.
We all know who Orson Welles is by now.
Orson Welles, famous actor, of course, and I think the last few things he did that we remember was, they shall serve no wine before it's time. Remember that guy?
Yep.
Big and fat, and he was always on the Dean Martin roasts.
He had a killer voice. He did radio, obviously.
Radio, the War of the Worlds.
Yeah. War of the Worlds, that was his biggie. He, first radio prank, I think, ever. He got on the air and said that Martians landed. My God, how stupid were people. He got on the air and said Martians had landed in New Jersey and we're taking over the world, or at least Jersey.
There were people that jumped out of their windows.
Oh, yeah. Citizen Kane, of course, he did.
Did a UFO take out the mayor?
Do you remember where he said the ship landed? In Jersey?
Somewhere in Jersey.
Grover's Mill.
Grover's Mill. Very good.
That's right.
Very good.
There you go.
Well, Rick stumbled upon some Orson Welles outtakes.
Yeah.
This is pretty damn funny.
You'd think Casey was a tool. Is that Don on the phone?
Hi, I'm Casey Kasem. A little dog named... God damn, how the hell am I supposed to come out of an up-tempo number? Hi.
You know, but
Okay.
this.
So here's Orson Welles. He's trying to do a commercial read, obviously, Anthony.
Yeah.
Everyone's heard our outtakes.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Orson Welles and his outtakes.
Orson Welles.
It just gets very ornery. And he's talking to the guy in the control room. That probably makes about $4 an hour. Well, back then, probably like 75 cents
Oh,
an hour.
my God, really?
Probably made nothing while Orson Welles is making all that dough, and he's just giving this guy a hard time.
And it was 10 times harder because it was all tape and stuff. No digital workstations to just punch it in, cut and paste.
Is that the old razor blade trick where you cut out and paste it together?
Oh, yeah. That's how they did it.
I remember watching you do that, man. That was like an art.
Hope used to do that at a BAB all the time. And it's like, oh, how much time left? 20 seconds, and you're still editing tape.
Cutting out words on tape and,
right.
and then taping the two ends together. That's how they used to do it. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So when Orson Welles screws up this read, that means they had to start over.
Yep.
Over and over and over.
Can't just hit, delete and then start over again like they do on the computer work.
Yeah, I'll punch you in.
Yeah, punch you in.
Here we
punch
go.
you in the face.
Here we go. Here's Orson Welles and the killer voice.
Nothing is more important than the simple act of getting together.
Could I have just one more take of that?
Why? I just did it right.
Yeah.
Why the hell are you asking me for another one?
Well, I thought there was a slight donk, and I would just like to be safe.
Jesus.
He did say that.
I took directions from one person under protest. But from two, I don't sit still. But who the hell are you, anyway?
No, I'm the engineer.
This is a lot of you know that. You want one more?
Wow. Man.
I gotta hear the first part again where he goes, why? I did it right the first time.
I think he screwed it up, though.
Yeah, he did screw it up. He slurred a word, right?
Yeah.
Nothing is more important than the simple act of getting together.
Could I have just one more take of that?
Why? I just did it right.
I just did it right.
No, you didn't. You slurred the word. Listen.
Nothing is more important than the simple act of getting together.
Could I have just one more take of that?
Why? I just did it right.
Of getting together.
People, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, again.
Either the engineer screwed up or he screwed up.
All right, let's go.
Why? I did it right.
I did it right.
Martians in Grover's Mill. What's happening? Ray guns.
All right, this next one, man. Does anyone know what he's doing a read for with this one?
I think it's like frozen peas or something.
Frozen peas.
Yeah.
I'm a whore.
Yeah.
Frozen peas.
My bank account's a little low.
He's talking about frozen peas, and, man, he gets really picky with this.
I'm into my character.
And the thing is, if it sounds a little weird, like they don't know why he's referring to, well, we're over whatever, like talking about what he's seeing, it's because when they did these types of commercials, TV commercials, they had to lay the voice after they shot the picture.
Right.
So he could see what he's
right. So they would show the
commercial
in front of him, and as he saw it, he would voice it and say the appropriate things in the appropriate place.
Right. And they wanted the words to match the picture.
Right. Yes.
Here's Orson
Porno.
Welles. Orson Welles.
We know a remote farm in Lincolnshire where Mrs. Buckley lives. Every July, peas grow there. Do you really mean that?
Yes, so in other words, I'd start half a second late.
Don't you think you really want to say July over the snow? Isn't that the fun of it?
If you can make it almost when that shot disappears, it'll make
I think it's so nice that you see a snow-covered field and say every July peas grow there. We know a remote farm in Lincolnshire where Mrs. Buckley lives. Every July, peas grow there. We aren't even in the fields, you see.
Yeah, we are.
We're talking about them growing, and she's picked them.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's about the most funny Orson Welles will ever get.
Yeah.
I think he just cracked a joke.
He's trying to match the audio with the video. He's talking about growing peas, and on the screen, she's already picked them.
But she's already picked them. And then flying saucers come down. Ray gun.
Listen again.
See?
Yeah, we are.
We're talking about them growing, and she's picked them.
Yeah.
What?
In July.
I don't understand you then. What must be over for July?
When we get out of that snowy field.
When I was out, we were onto a can of peas, a big dish of peas when I said in July.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, always. I'm always past that.
You are?
Yes. Well, that's about where I say in July.
Can you emphasize a bit in July?
Why? That doesn't make any sense. Sorry. There's no known way of saying an English sentence in which you begin a sentence with in and emphasize it. Get me a jury and show me how you can say in July, and I'll go down on you. That's just it.
Wait, what
What did he say there?
What was the curse he said?
He said, and I'll go down?
He said, yeah, I'll go down.
Wow.
Get me a jury.
Go back a couple seconds.
In July.
In July.
Get me a jury and show me how you can say in July, and I'll go down on you. That's just idiotic, if you'll forgive me by saying so. That's just stupid. In July. I'd love to know how you emphasize in and in July. Impossible. Meaningless.
I think all they were thinking about was that they didn't want to.
He isn't thinking.
Wilson, can we just do one last...
Yeah?
And it was my fault. I said in July. If you can leave every July.
You didn't say it. He said it.
Every July.
Your friend. Every July?
He likes his friend.
So after the show...
No, you don't really mean every July.
It is.
But that's bad copy. It's in July. Of course it's every July. There's too much directing around here. Norway. Fish fingers, Findus, Norway. We know a certain fjord in Norway, near where the cod gather in great shoals. There, Jan Stangeland.
A fraction more on that shows thing, because you roll it around very nicely.
Yeah, roll it around, and I have no more time. You don't know what I'm up against. Because it's full of things that are only correct because they're grammatical, but they're tough on the ear. You see, this is a very wearying one. It's unpleasant to read. Unrewarding.
What a prick, man. Oh, my God, what a prick.
But can you imagine being the guy that's got to run that tape?
The poor engineer.
Orson Welles saying that to you?
Yes, what are you talking about?
You've been competent.
In the fjords. Yimvank. Yes. The fjords, there are flying saucers. Little men, green men, ray gun. What do you say in and emphasize in? I'll bend you over and butt slam you. If you could show me, get me a jury.
Your friend.
Get me a jury.
Get me a jury. And another scotch. I was hammered the complete 20 last years of my life.
There's more.
Is that Don on the phone? Where are those pictures I was supposed to see? How am I supposed to go into a commercial about peas with flying saucers landing?
What a dick. Here's some more.
Because Findus freeze the cod at sea and then add a cool crumb crisp coating. That's tough, crumb crisp coating. I think, no, because of the way it's written, you need to break it up because it's not as conversationally written. What? Take crumb out. Good. Here under protest is beef burgers. We know a little place in the American far west where Charlie Briggs chops up the finest prairie-fed beef and tastes... This is a lot of shit. You want one more?
Yes.
More on what beef?
You missed the first beef, actually, completely.
What do you mean missed it?
You're emphasizing prairie fed.
But you can't emphasize beef. That's like he's wanting me to emphasize in before July. Come on, fellas, you're losing your heads. I wouldn't direct any living actor like this in Shakespeare. Well, you do this. It's impossible.
Orson, you did 6 last year, and by far and away the best, and I know the reason.
The right reading for this is the one I'm giving it.
At the moment.
I spent 20 times more for you people than any other commercial I've ever made. You're such pests. Now, what is it you want? In your depths of your ignorance, what is it you want?
Oh, man.
Whatever it is you want, I can't deliver because I just don't see it. That was absolutely fine. It really was. You keep living with it. No money is worth it.
Wow, he left. He walked.
Throws his headphones.
Gigs off. He walked. That's fun.
On the American farm, the finest beef is chopped up and hacked like I'm going to hack up these engineers. The depths of your ignorance. The depths of your You're pests.
Pests. What a prick.
Really, man. Hey, Randy, what's going on?
How you doing? Yeah, that's quite a vision there in my head, chopping up beef. Boy,
Yeah.
You want to get that across on a commercial, huh?
That's appetizing.
He hacks up the cows.
You know, I'm listening to you guys, and I'm going, God, I know this voice. I know it's Orson Welles, but I know it from something else, and I'm going, that's the Brain on Pinky and the Brain in the cartoon.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah, we're getting instant feedbacks from that, too, that says Pinky and the Brain, they did this almost verbatim.
I mean, God, it's exactly the attitude, the voice, everything.
Yeah. Yeah, they had him in a recording studio doing the same thing. But it's Orson Welles. What a prick.
Hey, Ron, what's going on? Ron, what's your name?
Ron, are you going to talk or just sit there like a pest? Perhaps flying saucers came down and green men abducted him. They have ray guns. I don't know what to do.
Ron? Let's go.
Why can't he find better copy?
Ray,
Never say breast and emphasize. Get me a jury. I'll bend you over and screw. Green peas.
I love that, man. Can I hear where he goes, but I did it right the first time?
I did it right.
Get that on again.
Every July.
Nothing is more important than the simple act of getting together.
Could I have just one more take of that?
Why? I just did it right.
Why? I just did it right.
All right, we'll hear the whole clip.
Nothing is more important than the simple act of getting together.
Could I have just one more take of that?
Why? I just did it right.
Yeah.
Why the hell are you asking me for another one?
Well, I thought there was a slight gong, and I would just like to be safe.
Jesus. I take directions from one person under protest. But from two, I don't sit still. But who the hell are you, anyway?
No, I'm the engineer.
This is a lot of you know that. You want one more?
I take direction from one person under protest. Or a green alien. Taking over Jersey. Bringing green alien peas every July.
Arthur, what's going on?
You know, the funny thing is this drunken buffoon that you're listening to probably made the greatest American film ever. Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
You know, it's incredible how far he could fall.
Yeah, but then, at the end of his career, there he was on the roasts, the Dean Martin roasts.
Oh, forget about it. He had a tuxedo the size of a circus tent.
Let me tell you.
Hey, what was the movie Orson Welles did? Evil in the title.
Touch of Evil.
Touch of Evil.
Touch of Evil, yeah.
Evil.
What an unbelievable movie that was.
It's pronounced evil.
Yeah.
Touch of evil.
I don't know if this guy just drank gallow wine to numb his brain, but I don't know how he felt so far.
Yeah, well there you go.
Get a jury.
Get a
find
jury.
out how. If you find out how I felt so far, I'll give you a Cleveland steamer.
All right, Arthur.
Complete with undigested green peas from every July. Every July, I look in my toilet and see corn and green peas. Sometimes an errant strand of broccoli rabe. After those Saturday nights with Dean Martin, my bowl would look like Someone used a salad shooter. My ass looks like chopped up, well-fed beef. Wonderful.
But I did it right.
But I did it right.
I'm going to hear that all night long.
Talking
but
about
I did it right.
Pest.
Did it right the first time.
Don't have to take this. There's the bowl. Yes, and if we go to the orange groves, this Southern California orange orchard, you'll see two of these put together look like my old sack. Why can't I talk about my sack? They look like the oranges. What do you know? Idaho russet potatoes. That's what my sack looks like. Complete with eyes. Wonderful. Why does my ass look like Yucca Flats after the blast? After a weekend with Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, Bing, and some peas. One day we were all tanked up in Vegas watching Sinatra, and I believed I saw a flying saucer land and shoot ray guns. I don't care if this isn't pertinent to the copy. Wait, look, I'll scratch my butt crack. Look, it looks like Brie. I'm ripping off Plague. Wonderful. Disgusting fat Orson Welles, the final years. I was served no ass cheese before its time. God, I've got to take a dump, you insolent, limey bastard. I will not take direction from you. I do it under protest. I've got to take a dump. Opie, run a knife over my fat body. It makes me hot.
It's all right.
Please.
No, it's okay, man.
God damn, my dump looked like leftover beef Wellington. With fine chopped beef. From a cow I slammed over the head with a sledgehammer to make these fine burgers.
Mr. Wells, what happens?
Appetizing, isn't it? I rip its throat out with my own teeth.
What happens if I find a jury?
Find a jury? I'll give you the wheelbarrow. Roll me in flour, look for the wet spot, violate me. Orson Welles. Speaking of greens, toss my salad. Just toss my salad. Why? I did it right the first time. Yes. Nothing I like than crapping out a heaping helping of rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. Why is it the San Francisco treat? I thought that was a fag. Oh, this show is S.